his tongue was cut out,
Oh.
and he was beheaded by the Islamic Brotherhood.
Oh, my goodness.
Which was very foundational for young Father Zacharias, was not a priest at that time. And he had an initial conversion of his own in which he was trying to atone for his sins. He thought perhaps he would have to shed his blood to atone for his sins. And then he read the sacred scriptures and understood, Jesus, it was your blood that covers my sin. It's your blood that has taken away my sins. And he developed a tremendous love for his Muslim friends. Not only that, and there's something very interesting.
Instead of hating them for killing his brother.
Yes, which can only happen in Christ. I mean, how can you love someone who has so brutalized someone you love so dearly? But in 1978, now we're celebrating the 50th year anniversary of the Catholic Charismatic Renewal.
Yes, I went to the national conference. It was 6,000 people praying in tongues. It was phenomenal.
Okay, well, listen to
I was
this.
in heaven.
1978, a new renewal movement, which included, among other things, tongues, healings, and other charismatic phenomenon, emerged at Father Zacharias Parish.
In Cairo?
St. Mark's Church in Heliopolis, Cairo.
Oh, my gosh.
Under the leadership of Father Zachariah Botros, the church enjoyed weekly crowds of 3,000 people gathering and baptized 200 Muslim converts to Christianity every week.
What year was
200, 1978. Okay.
What were all of you doing in 1978 while the Holy Spirit was making himself known in Cairo? Wow.
So let me tell you what Father Zachariah does following this. He is, as we said, a priest. He is a Christian priest. The Coptics speak the language of Jesus. And he decides to get a PhD in Islamic studies.
What just hit me? His parents, okay? They watched their son sacrificed on the cross with Jesus, and now here's their other son just begging for the same thing.
Right. Putting his neck out there. But anyway, Father Zachariah, one of the things that we experienced in discussing faith it's very easy to discuss religion with Protestants. We share the same Bible. It's much more difficult if you're writing to the newspaper. Don't write what the Bible says, because many of the people reading the newspaper don't care. You have to use reason and logic. But in discussing faith with Muslims, unless you read the Quran in Arabic, you will not be able to discuss with them. They won't accept it because they believe that the translation into English, into other languages, is corrupt.
So that leads me to ask if the average Muslim reads the Quran in Arabic.
Well, I don't know that information, but I do know that Father Zachariah speaks Arabic.
Oh,
so
my.
He can quote the Quran in Arabic. So he can speak with Muslim friends in Arabic, and he knows the Quran, and he does some very interesting things in helping Muslims to study the Quran very seriously and to understand Christian principles based on the Quran.
This man is brilliant, and I'm going to ask you to tell me some examples when we come back from the break. Like, the Quran has elements of truth in it. We've talked about that before, you and I. The Quran, many holy books that are not Christian or not Catholic have elements of truth in them. One of the things our church declared at Vatican II was that other gatherings of Christian or holy people do have some of the truth, but that the Catholic Church has the entire truth. The truth that Jesus came to bring us subsists in the Catholic Church. But what a brilliant idea to find elements of truth in the Quran and use them to teach people about Jesus. We'll be back and talk about that at the end of the break. Thank you for staying with us. This is Carolyn Dean, Dr. Laurie Manhart. We'll be right back. we're back again with Perspective. This is Dr. Laurie Manhart. Laurie, tell us how Father Zachariah Botros uses the Quran to teach the truth.
He is very respectful of the Quran and of Islamic scholars, and he defers to them, so that when people are questioning him, and I've seen his interviews on the internet, what he did was he, of course, was not any longer safe in Egypt, given the contemporary political situation and the plight of Christians in the Middle East, which I think we have all seen on TV.
But you have to tell our listeners, our watchers, he wasn't just unsafe. He was a target. He had a big target on his back.
He's considered the #1 enemy of Islam. He has a fatwa on his head. And
a fatwa is
a license to kill him, a decree that he should be killed. When Salman Rushdie wrote the Satanic Verses, he fled to London, and there was $1 million price on his head, I believe.
But our Father Zachariah
flew to the United States. Also, but for Father Zachariah, the price on his head is $60 million.
So some assassin that wants to be set for life, all he has to do is find him and kill him.
Find Father Zachariah. But he's brilliant. Do you know what he did? He goes into hiding, and he was on a television show, an evangelical television show in the Middle East, and they got enough pressure and threats that they had to discontinue airing him. So he did what Mother Angelica did. He started his own TV station, and it's called Al-Fadi TV in the Middle East. And it's amazing that he continues to proclaim the gospel and to answer the questions of Muslims about Christianity, Christian doctrine. What does it mean? What is the Trinity? Do you worship 3 gods? We don't. We worship one God.
And he's able to defend that through the Quran?
He's able to explain it in very beautiful ways. One of the things that I thought was very interesting, he speaks perfect English, by the way. One of the interviewers is a television program called Message of Grace for Muslims, and the host of this show is Brother Hussein. It's very interesting.
That's like Brother Joe here.
Yeah, they don't use the last names for their protection because they don't enjoy the religious liberty that we use. But Brother Hussein, I believe, is an American. He's a second-generation Muslim, so his parents came to this country. He was raised as a good Muslim, and he was watching TV and met Jesus and experienced tremendous peace and joy. So Brother Hussein is interviewing Father Zachariah, and he said, explain to us the incarnation. How can Jesus be God? And he says, very interestingly, they have in the Quran the Archangel Gabriel. They call him Jibril. So he said, if Jibril, who is pure spirit, can appear to Saint Mary,
who is the Mother of God,
yes, as a body, why cannot God take on a body in Jesus? If Jibril could appear to Muhammad as a handsome Middle Eastern man, Jibril, who is totally spirit, angels are spirit, why cannot God become man in the incarnation?
So he's challenging them to think.
He's using logic and reason, but he's pointing to something in the Quran that he can extrapolate to explain a Christian truth, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
It's just fascinating. He's explaining the Trinity, he's explaining the monotheistic religions, why we are one God. It's absolutely spectacular. There's a young woman who's interviewing him and most of the people who interview him are former Muslims who are converts to Christianity. They're very interested, and he's using logic and reason, which Pope Benedict XVI told us we needed to be able to use.
Right.
Logic and reason to discover the truths of the faith, the truths of religion. What is true? What is good? What is beautiful? How can we defend this? And to contrast that, which is what is not good, which is not of God, which is not the violence, the hatred, the killings. That is not in the nature of God. just from logic. A good and loving and holy God doesn't behave in such a way.
Right.
So personally, I think Father Zachariah Botros, who I didn't even know about 2 weeks ago, has been responsible for thousands upon thousands. They say that Father Zachariah has been instrumental in bringing more Muslims into the Christian faith than any other human being since the beginning of Islam.
Well, if you go back to what you said in 1978, 200 baptisms a week, added up.
Who hears of that?
Yes.
Who's even heard of that?
Right.
That many baptisms anywhere?
Right.
In two. So it's really an amazing story. He's totally fearless. He was asked about this fatwa. Father, are you afraid to die? Are you afraid that you will be beheaded?
Right.
And he said, the Bible says 365 times, do not be afraid. Why should I be afraid? When I leave this world, I will get to see Jesus, who I love very much, and I'm very excited for that to happen.
What an amazing story. This man, he's alive. He's in hiding, of course, but he's still influencing his brothers, Muslims, that he loves so much. That's what Jesus came to do. Jesus influenced those that he loved, and they killed him. But, that's what we're called to do, too. The message goes on.
Continues.
All right. Dr. Laurie, thank you so much for coming today. Again,
My pleasure.
I'm calling you Dr. Laurie. You're going to shoot me for that afterwards. But you are such a blessing to us. You are a scholar, and you have time to do all this research. I just want to let people know we also have a Bible study at St. Helens that you are the leader of. It's called the Come and See Catholic Bible Study Series. Laurie has written a series of books on the different aspects of Christianity based in the Bible. And if you want to join us, it starts up on
September 26th, Tuesday nights, until December 5th, and anyone's welcome to join.
Okay. The only requirement is that you come and be willing to learn, and if you'd like to buy a book, they are available, right?
Correct.
All right. Thank you, Laurie. God bless you.
Okay. Enjoy our religious liberties fully.
Yes, nobody's going to shoot you for watching this show. Praise God.
Thank God.
We'll see you next week on Perspectives, a Catholic View.
Advertisement for Omega XL.
My name's Larry King. A few years ago, I had to have open heart surgery. When I recovered, I established the Larry King Cardiac Foundation to help people like me avoid heart problems with proper foods, medication, and a healthy lifestyle. Well, I recently met Ken Mears, a man with similar goals. He's the founder and CEO of Great Health Works. And for 25 years, he's been active in creating and promoting good health. But Ken has developed and tested a product called Omega XL. And we've all heard about the benefits of a daily dose of fish oil. But they tell me that Omega XL takes a giant leap forward towards maintaining good health. Now, we're also going to speak to Dr. Sharon McQuillan, a board-certified in family practice specializing in anti-aging and preventative medicines. When we return, the doctor and Ken will explain how Omega XL can help you.
If you've been living in pain and you're tired of trying products that just don't work, you are not alone. Today, 1.5 billion people worldwide are living in chronic pain. Don't let pain deny you the life you deserve. Join hundreds of thousands of Omega XL users that have chosen to fight inflammation and get rid of pain. Now they're living life to the fullest thanks to Omega XL, the all-natural anti-inflammatory that has more available omega-3s than regular fish oil.
Someone introduced me to Omega XL, and I have almost forgotten about the pain. It's that incredible.
Omega XL is far greater than just about any fish oil that I've ever taken, and I've been taking fish oil for many years.
I'm so thankful that I have Omega XL in my life, and I wouldn't go one day without it.
pain really changes who you are. It got to the point where I even thought about, am I going to be able to do another season? Now I say as many seasons as they want to have, because I'm ready for it. This is a product that helps you live a healthy life, and that's something that I want to share with as many people as possible. Take your Omega XL.
All these stories are from people that have experienced the benefits of Omega XL. 25 years of clinical studies have proven that Omega XL has far better benefits than ordinary fish oils. This is due to Omega XL's source, the green-lipped mussel. This mussel is farmed in the purest waters in the world, the Marlborough Sound in New Zealand. Once harvested, it goes through a patented supercritical CO2 extraction process. This unique process allows Omega XL to have 22 times the fatty acid availability and makes it more powerful than regular fish oils. Therefore, Omega XL is more effective at reducing inflammation, the cause of pain. You don't need to suffer anymore. Omega XL will help you get rid of pain and live the life you deserve.
Ken, we'll start with you. What is Omega XL?
Omega XL is a one-of-a-kind omega-3. There's nothing like it. We believe it's the most powerful omega-3 on the face of the planet, which offers tremendous anti-inflammatory benefits.
Dr. McQuillan, why should I take it?
It is the most potent natural anti-inflammatory that exists. It actually is very effective in treating the pain and the symptoms of inflammation. So pain, swelling, like arthritic joints, back pain, swollen joints, things that cause disability. Omega XL is, in my medical opinion, the best anti-inflammatory product for your health.
Are you saying that this is better than fish oil?
Much better than fish oil. No question about it. I'll tell you why. Fish oil, you have no idea where the fish came from. And when you're swallowing something, you should care what you're putting in your body. A great deal of the fish oil comes from some of the dirtiest waters in the world, from around the world. And when they bring these fish in, they don't take the fillet and give that to the fish oil products. The fillet many times goes to different restaurants and different types of foods. They take what's remaining of the fish, probably 49 to 50% of the head, the bones, the tail, grind it all up, and that's what goes in the majority of fish oil on the shelf today. Who wants to swallow that? Here, with Omega XL, you're taking a green lip mussel that's grown on vines, suspended in the purest waters in the world, never touched the ocean floor, no heavy metals. You don't have the lead, the zinc, the mercury, and all the heavy metals that are found in fish oil. And when they bake fish oil and try to make it to get rid of all those heavy metals, they bake most of the benefits of the omega-3 out of it, where Omega XL is pure, powerful, potent, one of a kind, easy to swallow.
As a stem cell scientist, I think it's important to do research on anything that you would place into your body. I think it's important to only use natural type supplements. Having said that, I do not use any other supplement other than Omega XL.
You want to get rid of that pain? Omega XL. I mean, I guarantee it. You come find me, look me up, if I'm not telling you the truth.
If you're living in pain, listen up. Everyday people suffer from symptoms including back, neck, knee, and joint pain. Studies have proven that inflammation is the culprit, but now you can fight it with Omega XL. As part of the show, we are extending a special offer. Call in the next 20 minutes and we'll double your order. Don't miss the opportunity to regain control of your life. There's no financial risk. Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Time's running out. Call now.
They're gone. I don't have to worry about those aches and pains, since I've been taking the Omega XL.
Omega XL, thank you very much for changing my life, and I will be a loyal customer for life.
Omega XL's definitely worked for me.
When I took the Omega XLs, the only thing that I can say is it made me feel great.
Due to its unique extraction process, Omega XL gives us something called free fatty acids, which our body can utilize instantly. Whereas regular fish oil comes in a triglyceride form that is bound, and our body cannot utilize it readily. This is the reason why fish oil pills have to be so big. Omega XL is a small, safe, easy-to-swallow gel capsule that can go directly into your system and will effectively reduce your inflammation.
Fish oils generally, though, have an aftertaste. And they also cause burping, which I used to have a problem with that. I don't anymore.
Sure.
Does your product have these side effects?
No, it really doesn't. I'll tell you why. We brought some fish oil capsules. These are the standard fish oil capsules with their 1,000 milligram.
Anybody who takes fish oil product knows this product.
Exactly. Or you can take a small Omega XL capsule, which one of these is equivalent to 10 of these. And pour 10 in your hand, Larry. You'd have to take all 10 of these to get the benefits of one small Omega XL capsule. So women and children and men, nobody wants to swallow 10 minivans, if you will. You can
how can you get all this and this?
Well, I think Dr. Good can answer that, why it's such a unique formulation.
The difference in the quality of the oil is the extraction process gives us something called a free fatty acid, which is the type of fatty acid that your body can utilize. Whereas in this fish oil capsule, the reason it has to be so big is that this is the triglyceride form, which means that it's bound and your body can't utilize it readily. When you take this is just fatty acids that can go directly into your system, and they can be effective for reducing your inflammation.
Well, there's something very important also. In today's world, with a doctor here, the average person over 55 today is on 5 different prescription medications. Omega XL has no drug-drug interaction, which is so important. The improper use of prescription medication is probably the 6th cause of death today. So you have people that have difficulty sleeping at night, aches and pains cause loss of sleep, and they worry about the medicine they're taking. Omega XL releases that fear of is it going to interact with my other drugs, and it reduces the inflammatory pain that you may have in your back, your legs, and so on, to give you a good night's sleep.
I've got to say, I've done very few testimonials in my life. You can count them in one hand, and this is a terrific product. It's wonderful being associated with you.
I have been practicing medicine for over 20 years, and I have never endorsed a product either.
Really?
And I just feel that this product is so valuable and so important that it's a privilege to be associated with it.
In fact, I'm going to take 2 now.
Well, I will add this, and this is one thing. 80% of our customers are women that call in to buy our product. The women are the gatekeepers of the family's health. Grandmothers are able to now bend over and pick up their grandchild when the grandchild's running toward them instead of saying, no, grandma's back hurts. So you have this aging society, this active society, this active lifestyle, and everyone wants to move and breathe naturally. They want to be able to get up. They want to be able to walk. They want to be able to enjoy themselves. It is a life-changing product that is just truly one of a kind.
And by the way, they're so small that I just swallow them without water.
You have hundreds of people, hundreds of family, and call them employees, but associates at Great Hill for today. So proud that you're here to help us with our message.
There's the number.
There's 2 different benefits that I've noticed by taking Omega XL, one being the increased benefit of not having to worry about stiffness or joint problems. The other benefit has been the difference I've seen in my skin.
I'm amazed at how many people that I talk to suffer from some sort of back discomfort, usually in the lower back, and I have recommended Omega XL numerous occasions and will continue to do so, and I'll be on it for life.
The Omega XL capsule is so small that it's so simple to swallow. You get most of these pills that are huge to swallow. It's very hard. But these the Omega XL capsules are very small, very easy to take.
You have to know the pain that you've been through in order to know how much better you feel with the Omega XL.
If you're living in pain, listen up. Everyday people suffer from symptoms including back, neck, knee, and joint pain. Studies have proven that inflammation is the culprit, but now you can fight it with Omega XL. As part of the show, we are extending a special offer. Call and we'll double your order. Don't miss the opportunity to regain control of your life. There's no financial risk. Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Time's running out. Call now.
Why is it so effective, Ken?
Why is it so effective? It's one of a kind. It truly is one of a kind. There's been 25 years of research. It comes from a greenlet mussel. Nature has provided an oil extract that's one of a kind. It's patent protected.
This is a nutritional supplement, and what it can do is reduce the signs and symptoms associated with inflammation. inflammation is prevalent in many diseases, so it's helpful in many different conditions.
Well, people say, well, how can this be so good? Well, because the biggest problem to your body is inflammatory-related conditions. Doesn't matter if you're a truck driver, if you're a police officer, if you're a fireman, if you work in construction, if you work in the restaurant business, if you're a lady that stands on your feet all day.
Almost if you move.
If you move. Because pain just ruins your day.
You're looking at something.
Ruins your day.
I have a low tolerance.
It's hard to enjoy your life. Everybody has a low tolerance, particularly when you have back pain. Back pain will strike 80% of everyone in their lifetime. And it's an overuse condition, chronic back pain. So when you have back pain, you have arthritic pain, particularly if you use your body for your work. Do you know that insurance companies today, with all the crazy things that are going on in our insurance world, one of the first questions they're asking you when you fill out your form to get new insurance is, does any part of your body hurt when you come home from work? So they know that we're overusing our bodies, which tend to cause more corrective action, which cause the rates to go up to keep you in great shape. So healthcare, while it's important, the important word is self-care. If you don't do something for yourself, Omega XL is the beginning of self-care.
Not available in stores.
No.
Why?
Retail is an important part of the distribution channel of life, but they cannot give the quality care, customer care that we give. At Great Healthworks, when a customer calls, you're calling a customer care person at Great Healthworks. They're knowledgeable, but that way we control the experience of the product.
Hundreds of thousands of people around the world are enjoying better health today because of the difference Omega XL has made in their lives. This natural anti-inflammatory comes from the green-lipped mussel, grown in the Marlborough Sound of New Zealand, the cleanest waters in the world.
The key to the way that we process things is we manage the temperature, we manage the storage chain, we know the chemistry we're looking for, and we make really sure that we're getting the right chemistry to the consumer. I can't say that any of the people who are selling seafood mussels are going to be concerned about the same thing. You may cook it in a way or deal with it in a way that simply destroys that bioactivity. So not only are you taking a dozen mussels, you may be getting no benefit. So the certain way of getting the benefit is to take a capsule, and that's so convenient. It's a tiny little capsule, it's dead easy to take, and you can be sure about what the outcome will be. So there's no doubt at all in my mind that taking omega-3 every day is a very good way of ensuring that for well people that they stay well, and for people who aren't well that they get better. There's so much evidence that that's the case. And if you're going to do that, why not take the best? Omega XL is the best.
Omega XL is a one-of-a-kind, powerful omega-3 oil that helps to reduce inflammation associated with joint pain, arthritis, bronchial tightness, and more. Omega XL is the ultimate natural solution in great health and well-being.
I was ready to pretty much try anything because I was sore. I was real sore. I didn't want to be weighed down by pain. I didn't want to accept it, that I was getting older and that pain was starting to take over. So with Omega XL, I fully believe in Omega XL. It allows me to sleep better. It allows me to be more a part of each and every day. I have clarity and focus like I haven't had before.
I'm on my feet 10 hours a day at least. I had knee surgery like 4 years ago. There was a lot of inflammation. After the surgery, I was in so much pain. The tears would come to my eyes. That's how much pain I was in. And my knee is bending so much better now, and that inflammation is going away, and that is because of Omega XL.
So inflammation is the culprit.
It's the culprit, and then it makes the joint unstable, and then that makes it worse, and it's like a snowball rolling downhill. All of a sudden, the condition just gets worse and worse. So if we can control inflammation, and Omega XL has been shown to be 100 times more powerful than other fish oils in controlling the inflammation, we can control the pain and the disability and actually help maintain a healthier joint.
It's everyday life. People that drive trucks, firemen, people that stand on their feet all day, women who are hairdressers. Whatever you do, we're overusing our bodies. We're living longer, and we're wearing our joints out faster because we're more involved with sports at a later age, golfing, lower back inflammation. So it's part of our lives that is causing these problems.
Can you tell me from your experience how Omega XL has improved people's lives?
By the hundreds of thousands. I'll start with you. When we started to talk about you doing this program, you said, I want to send it to family and friends.
Correct.
And how did that work out?
Worked out terrific. I used to, when I get up in the morning, it was to put on my socks, to bend over to put on. I used to have, it was really painful. I don't have it anymore.
So this is not a music show. This is not a sports show. This is a show about pain care. So when someone watches this program, either they have pain or someone they know has pain. Now, here's a very powerful and frightening statistic. Today there are 60 million women between 40 and 60 who are acting as caregivers to their mothers. And the daughter from 40 to 60 is using their body up, having more pain prematurely at a younger age than ever before. You have 100 million people in the U.S. today over 50 years old. And in a few short years, you'll have 70 million people over 65. Inflammation is going to play a devastating role in our society unless you can control it.
If you've been living in pain and you're tired of trying products that just don't work, you are not alone. Today, 1.5 billion people worldwide are living in chronic pain. Don't let pain deny you the life you deserve. Join hundreds of thousands of Omega XL users that have chosen to fight inflammation and get rid of pain. Now they're living life to the fullest thanks to Omega XL, the all-natural anti-inflammatory that has more available omega-3s than regular fish oil.
I would not go without Omega XL because it's made a huge impact in my daily life.
I want to tell everybody. I'm telling you about it. I'm telling you about something that's going to change your life if you'll try it.
If you're living in pain, listen up. Everyday people suffer from symptoms including back, neck, knee, and joint pain. Studies have proven that inflammation is the culprit, but now you can fight it with Omega XL. As part of the show, we are extending a special offer. Call and we'll double your order. Don't miss the opportunity to regain control of your life. There's no financial risk. Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Time's running out. Call now.
How does it help, Dr. Arthritis or chronic pain?
It actually affects 53 different pathways that cause inflammation in your body. And in that regard, it's unique. I mean, osteoarthritis, which affects currently 50 million Americans, is the wear and tear arthritis. And as we get older, we're going to have more symptoms and more disability due to that condition. But it comes from a small injury in the joint or maybe a sports injury in the joint that creates inflammation.
All right, how about people who are allergic to things like shellfish? Yeah.
You're actually allergic to the protein in the shellfish. We extract all the protein, all the carbohydrate, and all the sodium, so this is an allergy-free omega-3. There's nothing like it.
Doctor, have you had any personal experience with your patients, results that they had with the product?
I've had consistently great results with everyone that I've tried the product with. It is just unbelievable for back pain relief. It is very effective in reducing the symptoms associated with arthritis, and we treat a lot of arthritis in our clinic.
And your patients are happy with it?
My patients are happy with it, and it's easy for them to take. And I can honestly say, before I knew about this product, I would recommend fish oil, but I mean, they just couldn't take it because of the side effects, the dyspepsia and the size of the pills. So I'm hopeful that really everybody would try this product, and I think that it would improve the health of anyone who would take it.
I'm 57 years old and I've tried a lot of products. I've been in the fitness industry for over 36 years. Before taking Omega XL, I would have a really hard time with my elbows, and I thought that was just because of age. But after taking Omega XL, it started to reduce the swelling, and now I feel no pain at all. My recovery period and my stamina has increased tenfold.
I wish that I had the Omega XL 30 years ago when I first got arthritis. I've been now playing golf, and I noticed the great effects of being able to do that. I might be able to exercise after 25 years of not being able to exercise.
What I had to do was go out and buy every known bottle opener, jar opener. Never got this particular lingonberry jam open. And today, here you are.
All these stories are from people that have experienced the benefits of Omega XL. 25 years of clinical studies have proven that Omega XL has far better benefits than ordinary fish oils. This is due to Omega XL Source, the green-lipped mussel. This mussel is farmed in the purest waters in the world, the Marlborough Sound in New Zealand. Once harvested, it goes through a patented supercritical CO2 extraction process. This unique process allows Omega XL to have 22 times the fatty acid availability and makes it more powerful than regular fish oils. Therefore, Omega XL is more effective at reducing inflammation, the cause of pain. You don't need to suffer anymore. Omega XL will help you get rid of pain and live the life you deserve.
You know, Doctor, I'm involved with cardiac health, having had the problems myself. I have my foundation. How can Omega XL help reduce the risk of heart attacks?
30 years of studies that have shown the benefits of omega-3s for reducing plaque formation on the arteries, which actually clog the arteries and cause heart attacks and strokes. It actually helps to reduce triglyceride levels, which are an independent risk factor, which put people at risk for heart disease. So I recommend Omega XL to all of my patients to help protect their hearts, preserve their heart, and vascular health.
Ken, Omega XL seems to be a life-changing product.
Omega XL is a one-of-a-kind omega-3. There's nothing like it. We believe it's the most powerful omega-3 on the face of the planet, which offers tremendous anti-inflammatory benefits. You have hundreds of people, hundreds of family, and call them employees, but associates at Great Hilford today, so proud that you're here to help us with our message.
Well, I'm very proud to be part of it, because it is. It's wonderful being associated with this, wonderful having you, and wonderful meeting you. There's the number.
Hundreds of thousands of people around the world are enjoying better health today because of the difference Omega XL has made in their lives. This natural anti-inflammatory comes from the green-lipped mussel, grown in the Marlborough Sound of New Zealand, the cleanest waters in the world. Due to its unique extraction process, Omega XL gives us something called free fatty acids, which our body can utilize instantly. Whereas regular fish oil comes in the triglyceride form that is bound, and our body cannot utilize it readily. This is the reason why fish oil pills have to be so big. Omega XL is a small, safe, easy-to-swallow gel capsule that can go directly into your system and will effectively reduce your inflammation.
The key to the way that we process things is we manage the temperature, we manage the storage chain, we know the chemistry we're looking for, and we make really sure that we're getting the right chemistry to the consumer. I can't say that any of the people who are selling seafood mussels are going to be concerned about the same thing. You may cook it in a way or deal with it in a way that simply destroys that bioactivity. So not only are you taking a dozen mussels, you may be getting no benefit. So the certain way of getting the benefit is to take a capsule, and that's so convenient. It's a tiny little capsule, it's dead easy to take, and you can be sure about what the outcome will be. So there's no doubt at all in my mind that taking omega-3 every day is a very good way of ensuring that for well people that they stay well, and for people who aren't well that they get better. There's so much evidence that that's the case. And if you're going to do that, why not take the best? Omega XL is the best.
Omega XL is a one-of-a-kind, powerful omega-3 oil that helps to reduce inflammation associated with joint pain, arthritis, bronchial tightness, and more. Omega XL is the ultimate natural solution in great health and well-being.
Omega XL not only helps my head, it helps my whole body. I can walk around, I can move around. My hand, I can make fists. I can stretch my fingers. I can turn my hands around without extreme pain. It all has come together because of Omega XL.
Well, I had 2 compressed discs. I went to see a very renowned back specialist here in Miami and was told there was really nothing I could do for it, not even surgery. But I started taking the Omega XL, and in about 72 hours, I started noticing a significant difference in my back, and the swelling was a lot less. It was really an answer to prayer. I didn't know what I was going to do. I have children down to a very young age, and I want to be active with them as long as I can. It's allowed me to keep up with them and experience good things. That's thanks to Omega XL, no doubt about it.
If you're living in pain, listen up. Everyday people suffer from symptoms including back, neck, knee, and joint pain. Studies have proven that inflammation is the culprit, but now you can fight it with Omega XL. As part of the show, we are extending a special offer. Call and we'll double your order. Don't miss the opportunity to regain control of your life. There's no financial risk. Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Time's running out. Call now.
We want to tell you about the Larry King Cardiac Foundation. I started it 25 years ago, and Sean is our chair. Our mission, to save hearts. Why? Because cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of American men.
It's also the #1 cause of death in American women, costing us 400,000 moms, sisters, and daughters each year.
It's the cause of 1 in 4 deaths for men, but regardless of your gender, certain lifestyle behaviors impact your chance of developing heart disease in the first place. Now, there's nothing you can do about family history or age, but you can take control and drastically minimize risks by doing simple things.
Exercise regularly and eat a healthy diet, including heart-healthy supplements. Prevention is the key.
That's right. So our foundation is dedicated not only to helping those who have heart disease, we are actively fighting to bring those numbers down by pushing prevention.
Exercise and good nutrition. We're casting that message far and wide. Please join us. Help spread the word. Together, we can build a heart-healthy future.
Join the movement. Find us on Facebook or www.lkcf.org.
The preceding has been a paid advertisement for Omega XL.
You're watching Vero Beach TV, the Treasure Coast Travel Information Station, WWCI Digital 10 Vero Beach.
One jewel on Florida's central east coast keeps getting brighter. Fort Pierce, the Sunrise City, a must-see on anyone's map of Florida's Treasure Coast. Named after the famous sinking of a Spanish treasure fleet during a storm at sea in 1715, the Treasure Coast continues to yield treasures from the ocean floor to this day, not the least of which is the gem called Fort Pierce. It's been the hub of St. Lucie County for more than 100 years. Incorporated in 1901 with 300 pioneers, Fort Pierce has grown to be a diverse, culturally rich city that combines old-world charm with cutting-edge technology, history, and nature at their best. Home to the world-renowned research facility, the Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institution, the Smithsonian Marine Station, Manatee Observation and Education Center, the Navy SEAL Museum, historic downtown, the beautiful harbor on the Indian River Lagoon, and miles of pristine beaches on the Atlantic Ocean. Downtown Fort Pierce has always been a picture postcard perfect place to visit. Main Street, Fort Pierce, has even been honored with the prestigious Great American Main Street Award from the National Trust for Historic Preservation. Just east of US 1, the historic waterfront downtown offers residents and visitors a majestic view of the Indian River Lagoon. You'll find specialty stores and contemporary shopping, alongside many fine restaurants, sightseeing destinations, year-round cultural events, and of course, the historic 1,200-seat Sunrise Theater for the Performing Arts. Visit the Fort Pierce Harbor and the City Marina. Eco-tourists can enjoy exploring the Indian River Lagoon, or head east to Hutchinson Island to discover miles of Atlantic beaches. Then head west to see Old Florida, the way early settlers found it. Fort Pierce in St. Lucie County, a jewel on Florida's Treasure Coast.
At the Alternative Medicine Family Care Center, Dr. Danny Quarento offers natural, holistic solutions to your healthcare concerns to help you and your family to reach optimal health, mentally, emotionally, and physically. The Alternative Medicine Family Care Center is the most comprehensive alternative medical facility on the Treasure Coast, with licensed therapist Michael Gifford offering therapeutic massages. And with more than 26 years of experience, Doctor of Oriental Medicine Danny Quarento can help you with health problems ranging from A to Z, from allergies, arthritis, autoimmune disorders and addictions, to xenophobia. Call today to schedule your complimentary consultation with Dr. Quarento at the Alternative Medicine Family Care Center on Aviation Boulevard in Vero Beach.
Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Take a ride up the Sebastian River for an up-close look at Florida's natural side when visiting the Treasure Coast. Whether by pontoon boat, canoe, or kayak, a tour up the Sebastian River will please anyone who loves the outdoors and nature. A guided tour is best, or explore the waters on your own. Starting at the Indian River Lagoon, travel west underneath the Sebastian Bridge and watch the transformation from one ecosystem to another. You may be visited by curious dolphins along the way, always playful, friendly, and welcoming to visitors. The Sebastian River divides Brevard County to the north from Indian River County and the beginning of the Treasure Coast to the south. Dozens of bird species make their homes here, appreciating the fresh waters, plentiful fish, and warm sunshine, just like their human cousins who've built their homes along the shoreline. These waters support many animals living in them, and though the Indian River Lagoon is brackish, part saltwater and part fresh, the farther up the Sebastian River you travel, the greater the concentration of fresh water, originating from inland marshes. Manatees, or sea cows as they're sometimes called, enjoy these waters, especially in winter months, and often travel up the river to stay warm, grazing on seagrasses along the way. These gentle mammals are vegetarians, making the health of the river vital to their health as well. You'll see many types of birds and animals along your travels on the Sebastian River, including reptiles, big and small. Alligators may be hard to spot when they're in the water, but they love to bask in the sunshine on the shore. So bring your camera with you and capture memories to take home. As though entering a different world, you'll soon sit back and enjoy the stillness that surrounds as you leave civilization for the quiet serenity of the wild. The Sebastian River, it's a must-see for travelers on Florida's Treasure Coast.
The Treasure Coast Travel Guide. Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Wow. Travelers on the Treasure Coast will truly enjoy art without walls. This public art exhibit is sponsored by St. Lucie County Cultural Affairs and the City of Fort Pierce. Enjoy seeing these sculptures up close, on display at streets, parks, and neighborhoods throughout Fort Pierce. See two works by Pat Cochran, one at the Fort Pierce Police Station, aptly named Which Way Did They Go? And see her Leap of Faith that's on display at City Hall on US 1. Along with a whimsical work in metal by Doug Mackinson called Blind Date. And take a look at the nearby Touch It, an abstract sculpture created by Scott Sides. All at City Hall on US 1. Head east at Marina Square, where FSU art students thought up Picnic Under the Wave. And nearby at Fort Pierce's Marina Square is Midushi, fashioned by Jorge Fernandez. At Avenue D and 13th Street in Fort Pierce, you'll find Lush Serendipity, made by John Neprid. And also at the Avenue D roundabout at 15th Street, drive-in circles around Stephanie Jaffe Werner's Florida Highwayman Obelisk. You may ponder Nikonde 1, mastered by Andrew Scott at the St. Lucie History Center on Seaway Drive in Fort Pierce. View Dolphins Game at the Lakewood Park Library, playfully created by Gus Ocampo Silva. Then more whimsy can be found at the old post office on Orange Avenue, where two dancers frolic thanks to Andrew Scott. Janine Dolman's translucent creation Tarpon points the way at the North Bridge on A1A. And at the Indian River Drive and Avenue A roundabout, it's Away by Jonathan Bowling. Public art is on display for everyone to enjoy when visiting Fort Pierce on Florida's Treasure Coast.
Treasure Coast Travel Guide. A closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Madison has an important message. For 3 generations, the Jim Rott family has been taking care of your remodeling and air conditioning needs. Jim and Mary started the business when they moved to Vero Beach. Son Kevin and his daughters are keeping with family tradition. So when you need sales or service on your air conditioning, carpentry work, kitchen or bathroom remodeling, interior and exterior painting, duct or dryer vent cleaning, call Jim Rott Home Improvement and Air Conditioning. The company is local, licensed, and insured, and will be here tomorrow to follow through.
Stewart on shore. This area earns its nickname from the vast number of sunken ships off our coast, dating back to the age of New World discovery and exploration. These wooden vessels centuries later yield treasures from the ocean floor, but this stretch of the Atlantic coast is today home to modern man-made treasures and a tranquil quality of life you'll want to discover for yourself while visiting Florida's Treasure Coast.
Hello, I'm George. I have 11 years of education and experience to serve you. I specialize in Redken and Schwarzkopf color techniques and products. My prices are affordable at high-end quality. The atmosphere is relaxed, friendly, and caring. I'm available Tuesday through Saturday, evening appointments on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm looking forward to wowing you with my quality and guaranteeing you have a pleasant experience. Please call or text George at 925-4275 with any questions or make an appointment. I'm looking forward to wowing you with my quality and guaranteeing you have a pleasant experience. Call or text George at 772-925-4275 with any further questions and to make an appointment.
A closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore. Boating on the Treasure Coast waterways is fun for all ages and happily comes in all shapes and sizes. Pick your spot: lakes, marshes, river, lagoon, or open sea. The watercraft you like best is easy to find and waiting for you. Canoe the river or try your hand at sailboarding. Personal watercraft are always a favorite. Sail with the breeze, motorboat and water ski, or sit back, relax, pontoon, paddle wheel, or cruise. Go fishing on a charter boat. Whatever you like best, if it's being on the water, surf's up, and it's waiting for you on Florida's Treasure Coast. To the Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Realtor friends, would you like to feature your listing on the next edition of Treasure Coast Real Estate, A Look Inside? Well, don't delay. Visit us online at treasurecoasttv.com to submit your listing. We look forward to working with you. I'm Anna Valencia Tillery. Thanks for tuning in.
A look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida's eastern shore.
Just south of the Merrill Barber Bridge, you'll find the 54-acre Riverside Park. Located along the banks of the Indian River Lagoon, Riverside Park not only plays host to the Center for the Arts, the Riverside Theater, and the Riverside Children's Theater, but it also is the site for several festivals and special events, featuring everything from arts and crafts to antique cars. A stroll over a small footbridge leads visitors to Memorial Island, a special place set aside to honor those who pay the ultimate price for our freedom. Just south of Memorial Island, boaters can make good use of launching facilities. Visitors seeking exercise can enjoy a stroll or jog on a tree-lined trail, which includes fitness stations for a full-body workout. Tennis players can enjoy a set or two on one of several lighted courts. Picnickers will find Riverside Park to be a fine spot, with several pavilions overlooking the Indian River Lagoon. Riverside Park, a great place to spend a day in Indian River County.
Welcome to the Treasure Coast Travel Guide, a closer look at the coastline communities stretching south from Sebastian to Stewart on Florida.